Hey guys, Doogie Fun Fact here, and I'm taking on the Painted World of Ariamis. I was attempting to do this earlier, and Dark Souls just crashed on me, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. It didn't save any of my progress or anything, so I'm just going to be starting off here at Orlando. To get here, you'll just warp from that room with the goddess to Orlando. It'll take you to the front part of Orlando. And from now on, anytime you need to go somewhere, you can warp, which is the best part about this. Is, I guess, the last half of the game, really. It'll probably go by faster than the rest of the game, though, because you can actually teleport to every area that you need to possibly go to. So ideally, with this heavy armor build, I got a Mask of the Father from Pinwheel. Ideally, with a heavy armor build, heavy armor slows your stamina regeneration. So I typically use, if I'm going with heavy armor, a Mask of the Child, which increases your stamina generation, and a Grass Crest Shield, which also increases your stamina regeneration. So all in all, you would have the stamina regeneration of a character in much lighter armor. So we're going to run up here and grab this, which is the Great Magic Weapon Sorcery that I was talking about earlier. That's the whole reason that you hit down the chandelier. And now we have like 100 people chasing us, so all those people, but that doesn't matter. You go up to this big painting and you just hit A. And if I remember correctly, you just kind of get sucked in. Yep. And you're here. If you didn't pick up a peculiar doll in the asylum, you can't access the painting to get here. So it's important that when following the guide, you remember to get the peculiar doll. If you didn't get the peculiar doll, just go back to the Undead Asylum and get the doll. Or you can skip this area, it's entirely optional. I just like it because it's some extra souls and some... really just some extra souls. I don't even think there's that many... any really, really good items here or anything. So these are some slightly higher level versions of the regular goons that you were fighting earlier in the game. They don't do a ton of damage or anything, but they do more damage than the ones at the very beginning. And you have an SS class +3 now, so you're more than able to heal through anything that they could do. Alright, these guys release a toxic effect right when they die. So if you can kill them with a ranged ability, or roll backwards when you kill them like that, you can avoid the toxin effect so that you can better traverse the area. Because once you get toxin, it's really just a matter of time before you die. It's very difficult to heal through, especially with only 5 Estus Flasks. Well, 4 because I already used one. Oh my, took a little bit of a fall. And another big old rat. Kill that real quick. There's quite a few of them. I typically try to avoid falling down into this area, but I was really trying to avoid the toxic effect, so I could try to do this all in one take, and that just wouldn't work if I had gotten toxic. Oh, and another invasion. I'll skip this in the guide. We'll see what happens. I guess I just fall here. Yep. And even more rats. It's weird, you don't usually get invaders in the Painted World. Oh, there's a chest down there. Might as well open it up. Oh, it's the Painted Guardian set. Not really that useful, even if you're going with a light armor build. Not really all that useful, but it's cool to have. I thought that was the invader. Once I fight the invader, I'll just cut off. As you can see, there's a toxic buildup if you kill them when you're right next to them. So, that's what I was trying to avoid. I hear noises, but I don't see anybody. There's a harpy. And the Phantom left. I guess he couldn't find me and got pissed off. Red Sign Soapstone allows other people to summon you for a duel. It's a pretty cool item to have. It's at the top of the staircase. If you don't want it or don't think you need it, you can skip it. It's not necessary content. Just like this whole area isn't really necessary content. Soul of a Brave Warrior. And we're going to fall, so we're going to heal up first. There's a lot of falling in this Painted World section. You have to kind of purposefully allow yourself to fall off of several sides of buildings in order to most easily navigate this place. So once we got that soul, we'll go here. Egg Vermifuge cures the parasites that can infest you, like the one that infested all those guys at the Chaos Witch area. People with all those like parasites on them. That's what they had wrong with them, was those parasites. And if you get the Egg Vermifuge, if you get one of those parasites on yourself, you can cure it. So go back down here. People that join the Blade of the Darkmoon Covenant Guild, I believe that's what it's called, or Blade of the Darkmoon Covenant, rather. It's they farm these harpies for I think it's called token of something. You redeem them for favor with the guild. It allows you to get more powerful miracles. If you were actually going with a faith-based build, I would recommend farming those harpies so that you can get that powerful weapon enchant. And that first little jaunt opens up the shortcut for Painted World of Ariamis. I'm gonna attune and add greater magic weapon to my list of attuned spells. So, running around with great magic weapon and magic weapon. As you can see, it's a little bit more, it's like a darker blue, and does quite a bit more damage. So, I think it's almost a 30% increase in the magic adjust scaling. So when you go down here, you'll get invaded by a computer spirit. Should happen momentarily once I clear out all these guys. I should get invaded by, I think it's Dark Spirit Jeremiah, since I'm in my human form. Maybe I have to grab an item or two first. Yes, Dark Spirit King Jeremiah. So unlike the PC one, he'll actually show up. And he's a pyromancer, a very strong pyromancer. So, you want to try and kill him as quickly as you can. And you can get his gear if you kill him. And his gear allows you to get a very large amount of curse resistance, which is useful for one of the upcoming Big 4 boss fights. These are the fights that you need to do in order to get the 4 souls for the Lord Vessel. And we haven't placed the Lord Vessel yet, because this is bonus area is closer. It's easy to do now. But once you place the Lord Vessel, you'll need to start collecting these souls of the bosses. And these are the skeleton wheel guys. You saw these if you checked out the pinwheel section. They're just a huge pain in the ass. They do tons of damage even if you're wearing heavy armor. And you can't really block them because they drain all of your endurance. And chug on the Estus Flask real quick. So the reason that I like to do this area is just the huge amount of souls. If you fight Jeremiah and do the boss, it's probably around 100,000 souls that you get from this area. So I'm just going out and back in this area. I believe there's a couple items to pick up, but there's some more pinwheels as well. I don't believe you need to go back here, so if you're low on health or something, I recommend you don't. The annex key is useful because it lets you open up a shortcut, I believe. Go way up here, but first we need to open up the main gateway. So on one of these pillars, I don't quite remember which one, it's right here. So this opens up the doorway and allows you to take on Priscilla, half-breed Priscilla. She's like a half-human, half-dragon woman. It's really easy to get lost in this area after you chop down the walls. The walls kind of let you know where you're going. There we go. Oh, and I got toxic from this guy, but that's okay. He drops the Pyromancy Fire Surge. That's why I wanted to get him killed real quick. And we should be alright. We're gonna go back, activate the bonfire, and then go on and fight the boss of the Painted World of Ariamis. Oh, one more pinwheel. Oh god. So because we took all the damage, it's going to be a little bit closer now, but I think we'll still be able to get back. If not, it'll be a quick corpse run back to the body. Oh god, no, couldn't do that. So we'll go back, retrieve the all the souls real quickly. And then we'll go and take on the area boss. So here's my souls. This is a big, like a blob mass that's just a bunch of dudes. You can kill them all, and they have a decent number of souls that they give. But, fun little thing to note, that little mass thing is based on the, first boss of Demon Souls, which is the, kind of like prequel-ish type game to this. The storylines aren't necessarily the same because they ran into like copyright issues, I believe. But it's all kind of similar. And here's a knight like you fight in the beginning. Oh god. And you can't parry his attack, but you can deflect his attack. And he drops a greatsword and a large titanite shard. And if you run up ahead to this area, you'll get to fight Priscilla.
Who art one of us, if thou hast plunged down, if thou findest?
So we're going to kill her in a second. But first we're going to grab this gear. This was the gear that the Dark Spirit Jeremiah used. And then we're going to attempt to kill her. She's a pretty easy fight.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
You can actually choose not to kill her. And she's invisible this fight, so you look for her footprints. Oh my.
Why could thou not let us be? Didst thou not see why Ariamis?
So I'm taking on Priscilla again. Pick up my souls, and I'm just gonna be using the boulder side sword because my katana's broken, so I can't use that. And if this bleed effect builds up on you, just stay away from her. Because she will instantly kill you with the bleed effect. Looks like they made this fight a little bit harder compared to the edition. I remember just kind of smoking her really easily when I originally played the game, and I guess they upped the ante a little bit when it comes to Priscilla. So she's over here. What I'm going to do instead of this boulder side sword is I'm going to equip Gargoyle Tail Axe. And it gives you increased bleed resistance. So, if your Uchigatana also breaks, you might find it pretty helpful for this particular fight. Just kind of stay behind her though. She can't really hit you with her scythe. And if you keep wailing away on her, she should stay visible for the rest of the fight. Or no, she's gonna cast her invisibility spell again. I think. Yeah, that's what she's doing. So she's gonna go invisible again. And, oh! I'll do great magic weapon, so I'm just gonna have to cast magic weapon. It's handy to have both, just because of all the extra casts you get. And if as a dex/int build, you're going to be using both your dexterity and your intelligence to deal your damage. So she's around here somewhere. Oh. See, I hate this because I'm just kind of forced to swing around blindly and look like an idiot. But if you watch the rest of the guide, you probably realize that I am an idiot, so... Oh god. Yeah, she's almost down. What you want to do is look for her footprints in the snow. That time the blood loss didn't seem to do very much. I'm gonna use the other humanity to try and finish this. There she is. So then you'll just kind of attack her, trying to stay on the sides or behind her. And she's technically a dragon, so like the other dragons, if you cut off her tail, she does drop a weapon. It's a special little dagger that has a high bleed effect, like like her, really. Oh my. Gotta enchant again. And she goes down.
But why?
She's mostly difficult because you can't see where she is. Other than that, she's not really that hard of a fight. So you get twin humanities from defeating her. And a bunch of souls, 30,000, so we're up to like 88,000 souls. So then when you walk to the edge here, just kind of drop down, and you're back outside of the Painted World. So once you use your Homeward Bone to get back to Anor Londo, and you're done, you're ready to start collecting boss souls. So I'll meet you guys back at Firelink Shrine.